Hey, what's going on? Troy at Mountain Man Treasure here. Thanks for stopping in today. Today, it's What's Old Wednesday. All right, so it's time to look at what sold from our eBay store here in just the last couple of days. We've started doing Much Sold Monday, and that takes care of the bulk of the stuff, right? Because it covers about 4.5 to 5 days. This is just stuff that sold since then. So we're looking at things that sold out of my eBay store really in the last 2 days. So it hasn't been particularly busy. We don't have a ton here, but I think there's some good things here and some things to potentially watch out for you. So if you are new to reselling and you're trying to figure out what is reselling all about, what is it that you sell, what can I find at a garage sale, at a thrift store that people would then pay money for? Let's see. Let's go over them. The first thing is this Harley shirt. This actually a really, really cool shirt. I found it for $1 at Goodwill. It was half off, so normally $1.99. I got it for $1. This is a single stitch Harley shirt. It's not a 3D emblem. If it was 3D emblem, it would have been really, really good. But it was still single stitch, made in the USA, had a fantastic graphic, looked really, really cool. So I priced it high and just thought I'd wait. Now, eventually I did take an offer. I had a couple of lower offers, really kind of ignored those, but got an offer the other day from somebody in the UK. They sent me an offer of 45 Great British pounds, which is ballpark, it's like 58 bucks. So not bad on a $1 shirt, right? I'm going to be able to send that. I would imagine that's going to fall under the 8-ounce rate. So we should be able to send that for $10.95, and we're going to make really, really good profits. We sold this Denver Nuggets banner. This is a really cool banner. It hasn't been on a thrift haul video yet. I think that one's coming up. But I got this at the thrift store for $5. I got it at the same time as I picked up the Scrabble game that sold in the last video. That sold over to Australia. This stayed in the country. I paid $5 for this. It sold for $31.49, free shipping. I have to pack it up tonight. All I'm going to do is sandwich it between 2 pieces of cardboard. That's it. Tape all around the edges, and it's done. It's going to be a little bit longer, but it's going to be really lightweight still. So we'll be able to get it first class. I'm guessing like $4 or something, $4.50. Depending on where this person is. They're probably in Colorado, which means it's going to be a pretty cheap ship for me. So that's a nice little profit. Christmas stuff is starting to sell. Barbie ornament. I paid $1 for this at the Hallmark store. This is from 2017. They were clearing out all the old ornaments. Excuse me. I went through and bought a whole bunch of them from the Hallmark store. Some of them sold for pretty high dollar. This complete profit. We're going to make hundreds of dollars off of these ornaments by the time we sell them all. This is a Barbie. It sold for $16.57, free shipping. Relatively light. I think it was like $3.50 bucks to ship it. Now, this NBC hat, this also in a thrift haul. I think you've seen this one. This I picked up for 50 cents at Aaron and Mia's thrift store. And got an offer. Actually, I had sent out an offer to a watcher for, I think it was $19.94, which is what's on the thing here. And he sent me a message and said I'd do it if it was $18, because he's paying international shipping as well. He's up in Canada, and for whatever reason, he couldn't figure out how to decline the offer or send a counter offer. He seemed confused, so I told him, look, go ahead, just don't worry about paying right now, accept my offer. I'll send you an invoice. When you send somebody an invoice, you can alter the price. Now, you can't alter the price that they paid for it. Like, that's set, but you can fiddle around with the shipping price if you want to change shipping, or you can also give them a discount. There's just a pull-down menu that says discount. So all I did was use that pull-down menu for discount, and told him, you know what, here's your $1.94 off, so you're $18 plus shipping. And so he has not paid yet, but we had such high communication this morning. I'm pretty sure that's going to happen. These Illuminati cards. Paid $16 online for a pack of them. That was $16 with the shipping included. It was about 16 bucks. We sold a couple of individuals that put us into the profit. Sold a $20 card the other day. These we sold. This is just sort of the commons that I found in there that weren't going to sell on their own. Sold for $12.74 plus shipping. I've got one card left. It's not a super high dollar card, but we're going to end up making about 30 bucks profit off of this deal. So I'm okay with that. How about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? I think I have one more of these left. I picked these up last year, right after Christmas, and they were at Big Lots for $1. I thought they'd do better than they did because it's a special case. It's like the turtle shell case. I don't know. I mean, at $1 a piece, all I had to do was sell one, and I was in the profit. So these are all profit now. And I sold this to France. I took a little bit of a cut, but shipping was pretty cheap, so it worked out. I took an offer of 23 euros sending it to France. I think we still make like $8 or $9 by the time it's all over with, so not bad. Children of the Night, this VHS tape. Well, Children of the Night is the one that is actually the valuable one. And then I forget the title of the other one. I bought these here at a garage sale. That was in the thrift hall actually this past weekend. We paid 50 cents a piece for these. Children of the Night actually has a decent following and sells well. The other one didn't, but there were other Children of the Night VHS tapes listed. So I thought, how do I set mine apart? How about pair another vampire movie with it? So that's what we did. We bought this other VHS movie that doesn't sell well by itself, but paired it together to try and draw a little bit more interest. And it worked because we paid 50 cents and we got $13 plus shipping. So pretty good. These ring caps. These ring caps are fantastic. I'm so excited to sell another one, and I'm so bummed out because we're all out now. I've sold my last ring cap. I'm out of the business. These, for whatever reason, guys, they sell well. I don't know why. We bought 2 different brands of these a little while ago at the thrift store. What happened was they had them all bundled up, and there were like 11 in a bundle with tape wrapped around it, and it was something like $7 for the bundle. There were 2 different brands. One brand sold off relatively quickly. They weren't as valuable by themselves, so I sold them off in lots of 4. We sold 11. I looked up the numbers today. We sold 11 lots of 4 of those, and they moved pretty fast. And then we moved on to this one that I sold here. These were a little bit more valuable by themselves, and so we sold these in pairs. We sold them in lots of 2. And it took a while, but then they started selling. And the profit, the return on investment is amazing. What we made on these things, guys, is crazy. I did a little bit of the math, and it looks like after fees, after shipping, all of that, and then after the purchase cost, we came in with a net profit of just under $300, like $298 and some odd cents on ring caps. I don't know. Mountain Mom asked the other night when they sold, because these last 2 sold, I guess you've been looking at the deal, but the last to sell, they bought 2 sets. So they bought 4 of them. And they paid $55 for 4 packages of ring caps. She says, who still has the cap gun? Like, who's using cap guns? I'm assuming not a lot of people, but I'm also assuming that stores don't necessarily carry these anymore. So where are they going to go to find them? They go to eBay. And so we are all out of ring caps. I'm bummed out, but basically we made $300 off these little guys. That was a home run in my book. I'm thrilled, and now I just got to be on the hunt for more. Here's another one that maybe you wouldn't expect if you're not super into video games. At garage sale here recently, this also on our recent video from a couple weeks ago, we went and we picked up a bunch of games. We got those VHS tapes. Well, they had some manuals. I looked for the games. I couldn't find them. These from the old Sega Saturn. Not Sega Genesis. It was the Sega Saturn. And some of those games, guys, go for hundreds of dollars if they're complete. A couple of these that I found, the manuals too. And I couldn't find the games anywhere. I don't know. We got there late, so I don't know if somebody else found them. If we didn't find them, I don't know. I don't know what happened to the games. Couldn't find them, but we got the manuals for nothing because, the people running the sale are like, oh, take those. That's fine. This one for Dark Saviors, this sold for, I took an offer. And interestingly, I put them all at auction just to see what would happen. And I got watchers on all 3. We picked up 3 of them, picked up watchers on all of them. Some of them had like 4 watchers. Nobody bid. And so I relisted them as a buy it now. I think this was listed at auction at like $9.99. and didn't get any action on it. Put it as a buy it now for $24.99 plus shipping. I think it was even free shipping at the auction. I was just trying to entice people to buy it. Nothing happened. Put it buy it now. You pay for shipping, and I get an offer of $20. We'll take that, right? Because it's super easy ship. Put it between a couple pieces of cardboard, put it in a poly mailer, and out the door, and it was free. So that is a free $20. If you see just the plain manuals sitting around, pick them up. They'll give them to you all the time, and sometimes they're really, really valuable. I've still got 2 more sitting over here, and I think those, at least one of them is going to go for a little bit more than that. So not a bad flip on a couple pieces of paper, right? These wrestling shoes, we mentioned them in the last video, they did pay. So paid $5 for these, and they ended up paying $25 plus shipping. Shoved them into a padded flat rate because he didn't care. He just wanted the cheapest option in terms of shipping, and these shoes aren't going to get beat up at all. These are fine. So padded flat rate worked just fine. So that is the last that we've got on eBay. Now, I forgot to mention in these last, like the last 2 What Sold videos, I forgot to mention a couple of other purchases, and one of them from YouTube friends. So Eddie picked up this Friends t-shirt. Well, I don't even have a picture of it. It wasn't posted anywhere. It was the video where I was doing a walkthrough of my area, showing you guys how this thing is all set up. And I have some of my unlisted inventory inventoried, essentially. And it said Friends t-shirt on one of the bins that we were looking at. And he wanted that shirt. And so I sent him a couple of pictures on Instagram just to show him what it was. He was like, yeah, sold. So Eddie bought Friends t-shirt, the TV show, for $10 shipped. So that's a pretty good deal for him and for me. Don't have to pay eBay fees. So Eddie, thank you so much for that purchase. And then we sold these guys on Facebook Marketplace. This was in a couple weekends ago, the haul that we had, and I bought, I don't know, 15 or 16 belt buckles was part of that deal. Paid this guy $40 for everything that we picked up from him, and we've got a lot of stuff. And I sold these 2 belt buckles on Facebook in a day for $40. Ended up the coal strip. This is a coal-fired power plant in eastern Montana. And it's actually getting ready to shut down. They've already shut down 2 of the 4 units, and the rest are scheduled to be done by the end of the year. And so it's a bit of a collector's type item here in Montana. I've actually sold one of these before that I found a year ago. I sold this on Facebook Marketplace for $20 or $25 for that one. And so I knew, I knew if I put them up there, they would go again. And so we paid for the entire haul from that one dealer with these 2 belt buckles. It actually was a soil scientist, he said, that picked these up. He saw them, thought they were so cool. He runs with a mining crowd because he's always figuring out what's in the soil. So he's going to show them off to everybody. He'd never seen them before and thought they were neat. So you never know who's going to jump on and buy stuff. Don't ignore Facebook Marketplace. I don't do it a lot, but there are things that I find that you think, you know what? I don't know if I want to ship this, but I bet this will sell locally. Some Christmas and Halloween decorations, you can do that with those too. I'm thinking I might list this guy locally if he doesn't sell here in the next little bit, this blow mold, because I can ship him, and they do sell online, and it will sell eventually. The closer we get to Halloween, the odds go up. I need to get a big box, and it's kind of a pain, and so if I can sell him locally, I might go ahead and do that. But that's what we got for you guys. That's what I got today. Not a whole lot of what sold, but it was not bad over a couple of days. And I did just get an offer as we were shooting this on a baseball hat. So I might make that deal too. I paid $2 for it, and I think they offered 12 or 13. So we might take that. It's listed for 15. So we might add let's just assume we're adding a Trout Unlimited baseball hat to this just to move it out, because I got this just the other day. I don't even have the video cut together yet because it is that recent. So if you see Trout Unlimited stuff, pick it up if it's a decent deal. It's a really large organization nationwide, and they've got a good following. So not a bad flip on a $2 hat in a couple days. I appreciate you guys for stopping in. You might have seen on our recent video, I think it's pinned at the top of our videos now, when we went over to the organization that sends gifts to, or sends care packages to military troops deployed. They mentioned that they need Christmas cards. And typically they get a lot of Christmas cards from like preschools, daycares, senior centers. Obviously stuff like that isn't happening right now. And so we're going to put together a Christmas card drive for our troops. And so this just a first notice here. I'll tell you, exactly where you need to send them and that sort of thing. But if you want to start thinking about it, if you're out and you see Christmas cards, or if you want to just sit down and write a note, whatever it is, start thinking about it. Start thinking Christmas. We actually need to get these by the end of October, which means you're going to need to send them to us and we'll get you that information, but you're going to need to get those to us. Probably send them out by mid-October, right? Just to make sure that they get here on time. And then we're going to bring just a stack over of Christmas cards from resellers across the country. I'm really excited. They were thrilled at the money we raised. And I think she's going to be really excited when I show up at the door with a box full of cards for our servicemen and women. I'm very, very excited to do this. So start thinking Christmas, grab a Christmas card here and there, and just write a note in it. Just a generic note. Just thank them for what they're doing. If you got kiddos, they love getting cards and drawing pictures and stuff like that. And it's just going to be a little bit of home for our troops over Christmas. And this Christmas, a little bit tougher than a lot of them, just because all the restrictions that we've got going on right here with this virus, those are going on over there too. Gyms are shut down on their base. They're not being able to eat together. They're not training. They're on lockdown and they're away from home. So it's a tough situation. So Christmas cards, that's what I wanted to say. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you all. And we'll see you next time.